Now, our country is, largely a lacto-vegetarian population. And for them, only source of animal protein is milk and milk products. They don't take eggs, they don't take meat. So milk and milk products becomes the only source. And it was essential for our country to improve this per capita availability. We were also dependent on foreign countries. We were getting lot of imports of milk and milk products in our country. Those of you who are old, you will know that we had a rationing, in fact. So you can't buy whatever quantity of milk you want. So depending on the children you have in your family, number of family members, government will decide how much milk you can buy. From that situation, we are now today largest milk producer in the world. We are producing 231 million metric tons, which was last year's figure, 22-23, which means that our per capita availability is now 460 gram of milk per person per day, which is much above the world average. World average is about 310 gram per person per day. WHO also recommends about 300 gram of milk per person per day. So we have improved a lot in terms of the availability of milk and milk products, and thereby taking care of nutrition of human. So both at the rural level, so typically if we produce, say village is producing 500 liter of milk, 40 to 50% of that milk will be retained by farmer themselves for their own need. So that takes care of the nutrition of the rural family. Remaining comes to the city. So cooperative buy that milk. You have Avin here, which was set up by NDDB. Similarly, all the states have a cooperative dairy federations, which were all set up under the Operation Flood program, which was launched by India in making the country self-sufficient of milk. And the remaining 50%, when come to market, it's processed into milk products, and it takes care of the nutritional of the urban demand. So this is how the sector has changed. And if you see the large contribution of this at the ground level is by various methods to improve genetic potential of our animals, because our animals were giving less than 1 liter of milk or 2 liters of milk. They were not properly fed, and there were a lot of diseases in our country. So NDDB started systematically to include scientific methods for breeding, nutrition and health of the animal. And one of the major strategy adopted was underbreeding, artificial insemination. That means the natural service which was happening for the cow, it was making the, spreading the disease, plus the good genetic cow, they will not getting multiplied. So, it is like us, it's the genetic which will decide the future potential of the cow, how much milk it will give. So we started scientific programs, and one of the major strategy which we adopted was artificial insemination. And for artificial insemination, you need semen, frozen semen doses, and that's how we started our journey. NDDB Dairy Services, later we realized that, and for NDDB it is not proper to involve into commercial activities, because selling semen and it's a kind of it's commercial activity. So we had set up a fully owned subsidiary of NDDB, NDDB Dairy Services Limited, which today has 4 semen stations in the country. So Sabarmati Semen Station was in fact one of the Sabarmati Ashram Gaushala in Ahmedabad, one of the oldest semen station which NDDB is managing. It was set up by Mahatma Gandhi ji, and today that is managed by NDDB. Then we have one animal breeding research organization in UP, that is in Raebareli. So both were the semen stations which we were managing. And when we realized that the capacity of this semen station will not be enough, for our country, so we set up 2 large or mega semen stations, one in Alamadhi, now where you are sitting, and the other one in Raori, which is in Maharashtra. And all these 4 semen stations today together serves about 40% of the country's requirement for the semen doses. So they are the one of the largest player in terms of cement production. And total cement doses also, if you see, they produce almost 5 crore cement doses per annum.
All the four put together.
All four to put together, of which about 1 crore, that is about 10 million cement doses, are produced here in Alamadhi. And in Alamadhi, we have about 300 bulls which are used to collect cement. All these bulls are of different breeds. So we have 25 different breeds, both exotic like HF and Jersey, and also our indigenous. Particularly, those are the uh, breeds which you found in southern India. So you have Pugunur and many other, some Kerala breeds also. Vechur. So all those breeds are available here, and depending on the demand from the local farmers, we produce semen for these doses. One of the significant achievement now which we are going to achieve, and for that reason we are meeting today. If the actually, like in human, there is a 50% chance that after the animal is conceived, you will get either a male or a female. So in a larger population, if you see, it will be 50% probability. The problems associated with cow, particularly the male cow, because earlier, we were using the male cow in the field for drought purpose and other. Now, with the mechanization of agriculture, the requirement of male bull is not there. We say bullock. So then there are also the religious factors and various other parameters which don't allow us to slaughter the animals. So there is a problem. You see a lot of them moving in the streets and on the roads. On the other hand, the farmer loses if they get the male calf, they lose the productivity. They'll have to again wait for 1 year for the female calf, and then when the female calf will come after it get pregnant, they start getting milk. So to take care of this problem, world over there are two technologies for the sex sorted semen. So those of you who have some science knowledge, there are two chromosomes, X and Y, and the X chromosome decides that there will be a female, and Y will decide the male birth. So we are now trying to sort out the semen with maximum X chromosome. So world over there are two technologies. There is a ST and ABC. ABS, sorry. So these are the United States or US based technologies, and in India also we are using these two technologies for sorting the semen. So what you do when the semen is produced, generally there is a 50% chance that either a male calf will born or female calf will born. So we are separating the X and Y chromosome, and we are taking out the Y chromosome. So 80 to 90% of chromosomes, when we sort the semen and give it for artificial insemination, will be of X type, which means that there is a higher probability that the farmer will get the female calf. So this is the technology, and NDDB Dairy Services and NDDB together, we have been trying to develop our own technology, Indian or indigenous technology, for sorting this semen. And now I am happy to share with you that we have the technology available. So we have set up those machines in Alamadhi Semen Stations, and we are now at a stage where we can say that we have cracked the technology. We are producing the sex sorted semen regularly with the indigenous technology which we have developed. And as of now, we are producing semen doses and utilizing or using for the field trials to know the actual results. And we hope that in the coming 2 months, we will be ready with the results also. Initial results are very, very encouraging. So in terms of result for the ratio of female to male calf. We are getting good results, as good as both the technologies which are available in the market. We are also getting the good conception rate. That means the chances to get the animal conceived. That also we are getting good results, and it is either equal or better than the two technologies which are available in the market. So we are fully confident now that the technology is available. We have, from one machine, we have now multiplied number of machines to increase the capacity, and those production is going on. Field trials will be ready, as I told, in 1.5 months or so. We will get all the results analyzed, and then we will dedicate this technology or the machines to the nation. So this will help to bring down the cost of this such sorted semen, which is available with the foreign technology now, which is about 1,000 rupees. We will be able to reduce the cost to maybe one half or one third. So that will be the advantage to the farmers and also to our country, because lot of government money are as of now utilized to provide sex sorted semen to the farmers. So if the actual cost of semen dose is 1,000 rupees, government or the cooperatives are, for example, Avin or any other cooperative in the country, they pass on this to farmer at 400 rupees or 500. So in a way, it is subsidized either by government or cooperative, and farmer is getting this semen dose. So once our product is ready, all this money will be saved, and it's our own technology. So these are the benefits which are going to accrue. I have already told you about the benefit of having more female calf as compared to the male calf, and in a way it will increase the productivity of our country, because you have more female calf. That means you will be able to produce more milk also. So going forward, our milk production will increase. That will provide higher income to our farmers, because naturally milk is sold at a remunerative price, and farmer also will get better price. And we thought that since I was here and visiting and seeing myself how the machines are working, which I have done, and I'm very happy and also proud that the work which is done by Alamadhi Semen Station and our team at the NDDB Dairy Services is quite encouraging. It has given us a lot of hope, and we feel that by August we will be able to dedicate this technology to the nation. So again, thank you very much. Whatever, I think I have covered most of it, but then whatever additional information, and because we know these, it's our subject, and for us it is clear. In case some additional thing or additional clarification is required, please, it's your turn now.
Yes, sir. What is the carbon weight for a sex sorted semen compared to general semen?
Generally, the conception rate is about, if you see at a country level, it's about 40 to 45%, which is considered as a good conception rate. Our semen doses, which are being sold in the country, they also give, but it depends on more than the semen dose. It requires on various other factors like skill of the AI technician, the health of the animal, the cold chain which is maintained, so infrastructure and all. So combining everything, you will get the final result. And the conception rate, which is in our country today, it's about 40 to 45. Even in advanced countries, that is the rate what they have. And our conception rate with this sex sorted semen, which we are talking about, is also meeting the requirements.
Okay, it's almost the same.
Yeah, we are meeting the requirements.
Okay, what about the general AI semen? The semen used for general artificial?
That's what I told. It's about 40 to 45%. It's not. See, semen is one factor. There are 10 other factors which will decide the conception rate. So you need to have good animal, you need to have good AI technician, you need to have a proper chain maintained. So there are various parameters, but if you take all other parameters constant, This semen also will give the same conception rate.
Okay, this extracted semen also will have the same.
Will have the same.
Only it will be female.
How long it took for you to develop this indigenous technology?
We have been working from last 5 years now, 4 to 5 years. So we had earlier developed a prototype machine, one machine only. That machine gave us lot of encouragement, and we did the field trial, and we thought that we are on a right path.
It was done in
And-
Chennai, Alamadhi.
No, that initial work was done in Bangalore, because we are taking help of some of the external agencies for development and manufacture of machine. So we did it in the prototype, did the field trial, got the good results, and then now we have come out with a modified version of the machine, which can be replicated and set up anywhere now.
So what will be the quantity you're planning to produce from the beginning? I mean, with the initial.
What is the capacity? About
10,000 per machine. So
our 1 year first year target is
it's
how much?
around 10 lakh doses.
10 lakh doses is our so 1 million doses is our initial target. But then it will depend on the demand, how the demand is coming and all. And multiplying machines is easy, as I told. So once we have a higher demand, we can manufacture more machine and start multiplying.
So is this going to be the worldwide thing, or is this only considered?
Initially, we will set up here, we will do here, but we are also looking at opportunity to export the semen station.
Any investments you've partners you've made with foreigners?
Not the foreign or anything. It's our own investment as of now, our own work, and we have not taken any money from the outside, apart from some grant which we received from Government of India.
And then there are many breeds. You said you have many breeds here. So how do you segregate the breed, and how can the farmers access it?
No, so we give semen as per the requirement of the farmer. We have stock of all the breeds, semen of all the breeds, and farmer has a choice. So he says, if I need Pungunur, that means we will give
Do
semen.
they specifically ask for any?
Yeah, because it depends on the kind of animal he owns. No, you can't give semen of different breed to the different
Which
breed.
breed has been
Difficult.
mostly asked by the farmers, or which breed provides the maximum milk quantity?
Largely in our country, if you see, we have two exotic breeds, HF and Jersey. Those are the breeds which we have used to inseminate our animals, local animals, and we have developed a cross. So if you take HF and Jersey pure breed, there are chances that they will not have heat resistance, so they can't survive this temperature, because HF is from Europe and some other countries where temperature is very low. So if you bring them here, there will be a heat stress, and it's very difficult that you get the same performance that you get in those countries. So to provide heat resistance is important. There is also a problem of disease resistance, because the disease profile in those countries will be different than the diseases which we have here. So generally our breeds have a better disease resistant as compared to these animals. So to control those kind of thing, we have developed the cross HF and cross Jersey. So you have the HF, pure HF from here, you maintain at the semen station and use it for our animals. So cross means you have 50-50, and then you increase slightly. So maximum what we reach is about 50-50 blood level on different generations, and those animals are giving better yield here. We have our own indigenous animals, so depending on the state, there are different indigenous breeds available. You must have heard about Gir of Gujarat or Shaiwal in Punjab. So there are different, or Pungunur for example, or Ongol in Andhra. So there are Tharparkar in Rajasthan. So there are different breeds, indigenous breeds, and if you are able to give better nutrition, maintain better genetics, they are also expected to give better yield. But somehow, our farmers were not actually scientifically aware, how to develop this breed or how to increase the yield. So that work is being done by NDDB and other cooperatives together. And now, slowly, we are, there are also schemes like Rashtriya Gokul Mission of Government of India. Those are specifically working to improve the yield of our own indigenous animals. And that is helping the increase in the yield of our indigenous animals also.
So
Commercial.
Tamil Nadu government has already set up a similar semen station in Nilgiris, and I think they are producing, and it is also being funded by NDDB. And will this, whatever you are producing here, will it be shared with the cooperative federation like Avin?
No, whoever wants, it can be, see, there are 60 semen stations in our country, and all are supported by NDDB and Government of India. We have given lot of funds, lot of technology to strengthen them. And every station, semen station, there is a requirement of semen in the country. So it's not that by setting up one semen station, other semen station will not work. So everybody has its own capacity, its own breed profile, and depending on the demand of the farmers, they are catering to various states in the farmers. For example, Alamadhi is not catering to requirement of Punjab and Haryana. So they have a different semen station which is supplying there. And for the southern states, Alamadhi is supplying. So it's that way it's working. And sex sorted semen, when it is available, any semen station in the country who wants, we will be able to provide. Because after the semen is produced, they will have to use through this machine for producing the sex sorted semen. So we will be very happy to provide, because as I told, it helps the country to save money. It helps our own technology to get replicated. So there is no point, that we will restrict it to one semen station. It is a nation's asset,
It
and
can be supplied to Avin also. No?
anybody who is interested can be supplied.
And commercially, when are you planning to launch it?
In 2 months from now, so somewhere in August, we will be ready to launch.
So it's like you launch it, like the farmers can get the semen through any distributors, or they can access here directly or to the semen stations.
As of now, it's through distributor only.
Okay.
There are, it's a very set system. I think they can explain, but we are working through distributor model. We also have a distributor in and outside Tamil Nadu, and we supply to the distributor, and distributor supplies to the required stations.
So the launch will be in Tamil Nadu or Delhi?
We don't know, because this is also, as I told, it also has a component of grant from Government of India. So in a way, it will be Government of India which will take a call on the launch, and they will decide where to launch. But the machines are here as of now.
So in which way our own technology is different from foreign technology?
Yeah, it's entirely different. Entirely different. There is no question of any IP right or any patent violation or anything. It's our own technology. Quite different from the technology which is used by the US manufacturers.
Reduction of production and the cost is not only our target. To improve the technology quality, it's also.
Yeah, that also is naturally. But since we are launching for the first time, for us, benchmark is those two technologies. Anything below that will not be acceptable. So we are, that way working on both quality and also the performance. It has to be, if not better, at least as good as the technologies which are available in the market.
And you are talking about the US technology. Is it available in India?
It's available. They are producing in India. A lot of semen stations in India, they have adopted either ST or ABS, and they are producing this semen and supplying today. So even in the market today, sex sorted semen is available. Only thing is, cost is very high, because this technology is coming from outside, and the cost is very high.
You are saying 1,000 rupees. It will be per straw.
Per straw, which we will make affordable.
1/3.
Less than half or 1/3. maybe about 1/3. That is what our target is. Let us see.
Unpredictable climate, including heat waves, has become a challenge to cattle rearing in India nowadays. Heat waves.
Normally, those are the short-term things. We don't see much effect on cattle rearing or the milk production by the cattle. So, if you have a wave like this, naturally the productivity of animal will go down by for a few weeks, but then it also improves immediately after the peak summer. There are various now cow comfort measures which are being provided to farmers. So like having a shower in the shade or some fans, so which will normally bring the temperature of the shade down by 5-10 degrees. We are also we have developed a feed, for example. By providing that kind of feed to animal, it will help the animal to bring down the temperature of the body. It's like the paracetamol when you take. So those kind of things are also worked out. It's already adopted by the farmers. But to answer your question, there will be a impact, but then effect is very short term. So immediately after that, that problem is over, animal again will start providing the same amount.
So the chances of risk factor are comparatively less in
Lead
this.
to all
Do you say so? By doing this, the risk factors, is there any chances of risk factors that happens to the cattle?
By the climate,
No, not by the climate. Doing the artificial
there is no risk involved. It's as good as a normal artificial insemination. There is no risk involved. 0% actually. Nothing. It's as good as the same product. You are only separating the chromosome out. So by a look or even by any parameter, it's the same. There is no change.
No, sir, this chromosome separation process, will this bring down the sperm count?
No,
No. So
it's not required.
that way the
There is a
carbon
standard which has to be maintained.
So
So
we
that
have
standard is
we
maintained
maintain
in
that
this.
so when we give normal semen station, we know that for one straw how much sperm count should be there for a conception, and we maintain almost same thing. I can't tell you the exact numbers because it's something which nobody will share with you. But then even for the sex sorted semen, it will be same, and the parameter or the the number which you have to see is the conception rate. So as long as you are meeting the conception rate, you need not worry about how much sperm number and all those things.
Okay, the sperm rate will be 42, the calving rate will be 42.
Yeah. So as that we are assuring the farmer that you will get the same conception rate, and also the probability to get the female calf will be 80% plus. That means if you use 10 doses of sex sorted semen, minimum 8 female calf will born against a normal ratio of 5:5. So that is the improvement.
And for one insemination, how many straws to be used?
For one, it is only one. When you say 40%, that means the average is 2.5. So some animal will need 2 times insemination, some will need 3 times, some will get in 1 time. Again, as I explained, there are so many factors. The technician, the actual heat period of the animal, the nutrition of the animal. So there are some animal which whatever you do, it will not become pregnant. So there are so many things which you will have to consider. But then when I say figure, it's the average. So if you take 1 lakh animal, this is the conception rate. Which you
Sir,
will
is there
achieve.
any state in India that went for a large scale usage of sex sorted semen, and do we have any numbers?
As of now, on all India basis, sex sorted semen doses is less than 1%. So that is the figure we have.
Okay, no
It's
state
not.
in India has just gone for a large scale.
Even all India basis also it is less than 1%. Some of the progressive states in dairying like Punjab or Gujarat, they have a higher usage of sex sorted semen as compared to other states because farmers can afford. Otherwise, all other states, it's almost same, less than 1%.